A 70-year-old retired widower is Ben, played by Robert De Niro. Ben got bored with his life after retired. After he found out a company wanted to find a new employee, he kept to attend interviews to become a senior intern at an online fashion retailer, and eventually, he was selected to work at the company. The company's founder is Jules Austin, played by Anne Hathaway. She is a disciplined, assertive, and tireless in doing his job. Ben is chosen to be a trainer for Jules Austin, but she is not interested in giving Ben a job because Jules thinks Belle will put a burden on her. However, Ben proved that he is quite useful, experienced, and more than that make Jules interested in the attitude shown by Ben, and eventually the two of them become very close friends.
Purpose of the review. First of all, the purpose of this movie review are to help us develop an understanding of the aspects that can motivate employees, improve performance, and build relationships. Other than that, we want to understand what is organizational behavior and how it can be applied in various work environment situations. So, there are 4 scenes in this film that we have chosen for review. Related topic. There are 4 topics from organizational behavior that related to our movie review. Firstly, topic leadership. It is the ability of the management to make sound decisions and inspire others to perform well. Secondly, teamwork. As we know, it is important to enable us to complete tasks more quickly and efficiently than tackling projects individually. Thirdly, communications. It helps us to complete tasks through the maintenance of policy, procedures, or regulations that support continuous operations. The last topic is trust. It's what we feel when we have to handle more than we are used to. Why the topic is important? We think that 4 topics from the organizational behavior are important because leadership will improve working environment, increase public image, and initiate action. Besides that, teamwork can bring new ideas, help solve problems, and build morale. Meanwhile, communication can promote motivation, more innovation, and increase responsiveness. Last but not least, stress will build positive organization, work harder, and do new goals.
Chapter 6 Leadership. The picture shows scene where there is a value of leadership. We choose duration of 6.27 minutes as the leadership scene. The movie introduced Jules Austin, who is the founder of fashion e-commerce website About the Fit. Jules follows the democratic style of leadership, such as the leader makes the decisions based on the input of each team member. She is incredibly smart, brilliant, and do everything from a genuine place of passion and vision. Jules is the product of a generation that makes snap decisions, thereby she puts a lot of pressure on herself. She makes the efforts to do everything, to pack boxes and receive customer service calls at one time. It doesn't show the participation of their workers to help Jules. From this scene, we learn about leadership when Jules takes a call from the customer service area and solve the problem by herself. Most interesting, Jules cycles around the office on the bicycle to save time. Organizational behavior topic. As we can see, we got the meaning of leadership from that journal. Leader is a person who holds a dominant position and has an ability to control and influence others. Meanwhile, leadership is a process by which one individual influences others to achieve organizational goals. In terms of leadership, it has 3 theories, which are early theories, contingency approach, and contemporary approach. In this movie, it shows the term of transformational leaders, which are Jules is proactive, Jules works to change the organizational culture, Jules motivate also empower employees to achieve company's objective. Conclusion. We can conclude that the leadership chapter is very important in workplace practice so that everything will run smoothly, also can achieve the company objective. Suggestion for better leadership. Firstly, assign specific tasks, meaning that the leader in this situation must be tough in order to allocate duties to their employee, so the leader will avoid wasting time in order to do all the duties of their employee. Secondly, ensure the employee to follow rules, meaning that the employee must follow the vision and mission that is set up by the organization, so employees will behave in their behavior while taking care of the organization properly. Thirdly, keep trying new things. It means don't forget to get feedback and inspiration from your followers. Keep an eye on things that have worked in the past and always look for new ideas.
The scene of teamwork occurs in duration of 1 hour 11 minutes 20 seconds when Ben, who is an elderly intern and alone with his co-worker Jason, Davis and Louis together, have to go to Jules' mother's house to get rid of the email that Jules had mistakenly sent. In the scene, they face various challenges. Among them, they have to find the key to open the house. In addition, they also had to face an anxious situation when Jules' mother's house had a security alarm and they had to find Jules' mother's computer as soon as possible to remove the email. Because they were together, they were finally able to solve the problem. From the scene, we can see that each of them has their own skill. For example, Lewis has skill in using computer and Ben has skill in terms of leadership. With the skill they have, they work together to solve the problem, and this is one example of good teamwork. So now, what is teamwork? Teamwork is the ability to cooperate and communicate effectively with others to achieve a common goal. Teamwork is a joint action by a group of people in which each person subordinates his or her individual interests and opinion to the unity and efficiency of the group. And lastly, teamwork also is defined as sharing knowledge, the work, the dough, the feeling, the excitement, the happiness, the pleasure, the emotion, the job, and the success with each other. So next is, what will happen if lack of teamwork? First, it will cause a lack of trust that can break the team. Among the effects of a lack of trust are that it can threaten productivity, create a toxic culture, and stop communication. Second, a lack of teamwork will result in terms of communication, which can lead to misunderstanding, wasting time in the wrong direction, and not being able to complete the tasks well. And lastly, will result in a lack of ideas as well as creativity, which can cause a given project or work not to be executed properly. As a conclusion, now, how to improve teamwork? First, is about the role of leader. Leadership is a crucial driver of teamwork. For team to work effectively, objectives need to be clearly defined. Competing project and responsibility pull most team members in different directions. It's up to leader to set the bigger picture so they can set priority. Ensure leadership is involved in internal planning so employees at all levels can understand the overarching company goal towards which they are working. Second is the improved communication. Creating a good communication is the core of great teamwork. Creating a great communicator well will make each member happy to share ideas, brainstorm together, ask for feedback. Not only that, it will also create a better cooperative relationship. And lastly, to improve teamwork is we need to set defined goals. Each team should know exactly what they are working toward, including what goal they are need to be hitting and when. Set measurable goal within a specific time frame that group member can measure themselves against both the individually and as a team. Knowing where they stand in relation to the outline benchmark will provide add motivation and incentive to work together.
Welcome, Ben. Your internship will be directly with our founder, Jules Austin.
Hi, Ben. I have secured an appointment for you to meet with Jules Austin today at 3:55 p.m. Please be prompt as Jules has another meeting at 4 p.m.
Ben, your new intern?
I'm glad you also see the humor in this.
Be hard not to.
I will email you when I have something for you to do.
I'll wait to hear from you, sir. I'm terribly sorry. Excuse me.
The pictures above shows a message about communication in the Intern movie. The pictures above shows in one scene which the duration of 6 minutes and 2 seconds. In the scene it shows a message of valor communication, which is the sender which Jules' personal assistant failed to deliver effective communication, whereby Ben seems to aimless and wandering around in the company on the very first field day of his internship program. It is because Jules did not communicate with him upon what does he should get done or anything regarding about his job. What is communication? Communication is a process of conveying information through the exchange of thoughts, message or data. This exchange of information happens between two or more people and can take place via speech by using visuals or signals in writing or through behavior. It is a mutual exchange of understanding and it plays a significant role in sharing information among all. Effects of failure communication. The first one is misunderstanding. Misunderstanding happen all the time, especially when communication is not clear, and misunderstanding out of a lack of communication can lead to some serious issues in the workplace. The second one is missed opportunities. Lack of communication can often lead to missed opportunities, especially at work. This can happen because an employee does not clearly communicate their interest in an opening for a promotion. For example, they don't effectively communicate their interest and willingness to take on more responsibilities, such as they may be part of the further promotion.
How to improve communication? The first one is increase verbal and non-verbal communication. Increase verbal and non-verbal communication so as to extend it to ways in which communication require as receive data and create it in action. The person can perceive the task given non-verbal. Equivalent to body language will influence their mind. The second one is improve cross-culture communication. To improve it, reduce the willingness from the person that fear to do a different way in terms of non-verbal. It reduces the misunderstanding, especially the person that being sensitive.
As we can see in the movie, Becky as a secretary tend to do a lot of works by herself. This is because Jules always put trust on her and that's why he had to do everything. Becky has been feeling stressed because of too many tasks. What is eustress? Stress is not necessarily bad for us. Number one, eustress can help people to work harder and promote personal growth and development. Number two, eustress in this situation actually can help us in facing challenge and meet our goals. Number three, some people would not really know that the stress also can motivate us in doing something good. Number four, some people take stress as a challenge and when they success to face the challenge, they were happy. What is distress? Number one, distress can lead to mental and physical illness. Number two, distress caused by organizational factor. Number three, this is due to task demands, role demands, organizational leadership and structure. Number four, the bad effects of distress are anxiety, depression, and also decrease in job satisfaction. How to managing stress? Number one, implementing proper time management techniques. Make a daily list of activities to be performed in a day. Prioritize activities by importance and urgency. Scheduling activities and knowing your most productive time in a daily cycle and accomplish the most challenging activity during that time. Number two, increasing physical exercise. Try to make aerobics, walking and jogging as routine activities. This physical exercise may help to increase heart capacity and provide a mental diversion from work pressure. Number three, expanding social networks. Social network means friends and families. To reduce stress, find someone to talk to. By doing this, you are sharing your burden with someone and it helps to reduce your burden and tension. Number four, setting realistic goals. Individuals can perform better when they know what are expected from them. Specific and challenging goals as well as feedback are important to make employees work towards attaining the goals. Goals help them to be in a clear situation as they know what they should do. In conclusion, we can know that a job must be done well. For example, being a good leader and giving job satisfaction to employees. In addition, a positive work environment also leads to a healthy and harmonious organization. Besides that, managers who wisely evaluate and communicate with staff with different personalities can also lead to an excellent organization. Such acting will have a positive impact on the organization, such as the progress of the company, a good environment, and cooperation with each other.